Hello everybody, this is a short game I have played for 2 minutes, and we can this is an instruction for a beginners. So you have to check uh, the beginning opening moves, and how you have to plan a small things, taking advantage of pawns and all like that. Now let's see: d4, d5, knight f3, knight c5, pawn 2. Pawn protects the d4 and e6. Knight d2, knight to c6, pressuring on d4. D b3 idea, bishop to b2 is the idea. You can bishop to d6 and bishop to b2, and bishop knight to f6, pawn to a3. Pawn to a3 is just because not allowing knight to b4 once the queen comes on bishop comes on d3, because if you play bishop to d3 now, the knight can drive away. So it is a preventary move for simply preventary move for uh, bishop d3. So you need to play such moves. If you uh, don't play that kind of moves, again you need to retreat your pieces. Okay, pawn to a3 and bishop to d7, just casual move. Bishop to d3, castles, knight to e5, knight to e5. Now definitely centralizing your pieces is very important. If you centralize your piece, you can capture the area and you can look after your opponent's key squares. Definitely, when you attack the key squares of the opponent and capture the center, if you have any outpost in the center, definitely it holds a key. It controls the key squares, which is useful in the future attacks, and that can also lead to some kind of tactics. But as if now the black is well defended, it is not posing, white knight alone is not posing any threat. But let's see, now pawn takes d4, pawn takes d4, and again you cemented the knight on e5, which is very strong. Bishop to c7, I don't know, bishop to c7. Instead of bishop c7, you can simply play queen to c7, which can simply add more attacks on e5. So which can be met by f4 or queen to e2 further. Yes, anyways, now bishop to c7, I don't understand the bishop to c7. Probably this bishop could be you know, this bishop can be possibly rerouted to b6 or something like that, I don't know. And castles, white castles, and bishop to b6, as I told you. Bishop to bishop to c6, I don't know why he played this. If he wants to attack on d6, he can simply play a move something like queen b6 here itself. But anyways, castles, bishop to b6, and knight, we are simply moving your the simple knight to f3. More maybe you can also, yeah, knight to c3 looks logical, because not only supporting the center knight and simply guarding the d4. And yeah, and now, and this is certainly a poor move, I can say. Queen to queen to e2, because instead you can simply play queen to c7, something like that. Queen to c7, something like that. Yeah, now knight to d7. This is the plan why he played knight to d7. So I have understood he is going to drive this uh, knight to d7 idea. Is not only driving the knight center knight, he might kick that knight by pushing this pawn on the center. I mean pawn onto f7 pawn to f6. So this is the plan. So I have centralized my pieces with the rook on e8. Idea is if he plays it simply pushing, I know he is going to kick it, that knight in the center. So there is a good move which is played, which is a tempo here. Now a simple tactic. Now look at that simple tactic. Now you have to take care of that pawn, that queen, this queen is attacking on this e6, and knight takes knight, it is definitely attacking the queen. So knight takes pawn takes knight is forced, and met with queen takes pawn check. And now you can see the impact of knight d7, and you can see rook e6 pawn is not guarded. So definitely if he has an intention to play this kind of moves, you can simply guard this e6 square, then he can simply play f6 move. Anyways, so knight takes knight, pawn takes knight, queen takes pawn check, and again after king to h8, again he's losing one more pawn and attacking the rook in the a8. Now again you are um supposed to move the rook, or you have to, yeah, that is the only possible way. And one more thing, you can simply grab one more pawn. So you have three pawns black lost, and this is a decisive advantage for white, because three pawns, it is going to it is equal to a piece, and black trying to get a tempo here, winning, trying to regroup its pieces. Bishop b7 attacking the queen, and queen to h5, and again threatening h8, I mean threatening you know a mate on g7. So certainly b6 is definitely g6 is not going to work, because if you play g6 here, uh, simply queen h7 is simply, yeah, again you have to play, you have to give a pawn here, you just have to take it, and you need to knight to f6, and you have to again, this is very costly, is going to be uh, disastrous. Yeah, and this is not what happened. Simply so black played a much more terrible move to g6, and now bishop takes g6, and again you are going to lose more material, because to defend that h7, you need to place something called rook to h7 or something. Again you will lose a rook, or you just need to, the queen to e7 is not possible, because the rook is controlling it, and hence the black resigned. That's it for today. Thank you.